Ooh, Lord, somebody come get Jasmine Crockett. Sis out here giving us the I'm down with the struggle speech. But baby, the receipts are saying middle class with a side of private school tuition. Now, I ain't mad at a good education, because listen, if your folks had the money to keep you out of public school fights and lunchroom mystery meat, baby, count your blessings. But what I am mad at is when folks get brand new in front of the cameras, talking about, I've been fighting for my people since day one. Day one of what, Jasmine? Day one of debating whether you wanted oat milk or almond milk in your Starbucks order.
A lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands, applauding this, like championing this right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. That's what is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. You gotta do better, man. Like, this was something that kids would do, like her children. You feel me? Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff? And you guys are supposed to be elected. She's supposed to be an elected official, like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go girl, not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy?
And that's exactly it. She's a sitting congresswoman, for Pete's sake. Act with some damn dignity. Clearly, dancing to rap music, acting like you're in a club and doing the ratchet tongue isn't suitable behavior for a congresswoman who expects the world to take her seriously, especially as a rising star in the Democrat Party. And being hood, she's the hood representative. But while she wants you to think that she's from the hood or has some sort of connection there, as if she's from the streets, the exact opposite is true. In fact, the reality with Jasmine Crockett is she grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth, attending an exclusive private school where the tuition was nearly $35,000 a year. Jasmine Crockett went to the Mary Institute in St. Louis Country Day School in St. Louis, Missouri, and look at the tuitions. Lower school is $25,000 a year, middle school is $30,000, middle and upper school is $35,000. She then later attended Rhodes College, which is a private school with a tuition of nearly $55,000 a year. She is literally the product of elite private school education. Clearly born into a well-off family, going to posh private schools and a posh university, and now with this new persona that she's built, well, obviously, she's pretending to be something that she's not. All to pander to young black voters because Democrats are desperate to keep them on board. We've seen this play before, right? Haven't we? These politicians putting on an act, switching up their voice, their mannerisms.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
Let me just pull up these receipts real quick, because girl, we got questions. Okay, boom, middle class upbringing, private schools, then off to college. So explain to me why you out here trying to act like you grew up dodging eviction notices and eating government cheese. Y'all don't know my struggle. Girl, what struggle? The Wi-Fi went out one time in your dorm room. Listen, I get it. Politics is a game and everybody wants to relate to the people. But baby, just say you want to keep that congressional check rolling and keep it moving.
Really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists.
Let me make sure y'all got the facts. Most extreme crimes that take place in this country are committed by white supremacists. 80%.
Child, are you ready to see this fuck-ass, fake-ass felon on stage? I see you got your cross because you know the devil is here to still kill and destroy.
I needed some garlic. That's it. I need some garlic too. I need all the things, honey. Am I ready to see him? No. But we'll see. I'm here.
Look, I'm calling it the state of delusion with this man because obviously he's very delusional.
Yeah.
Child, let's talk about delusion. This man really thinks that he's going to give the American people, and some people believe this lie, that he's going to give us a $2,000 check. The math ain't mathing.
2,000. I thought it was 5.
Maybe it's 5,000. You know, they can't get their numbers right.
Let me help you. It's 0. How about that? It's 0. And I know people gonna feel away. Listen, all I do is give y'all facts. So you come back to me when you don't get that check and say, Jasmine, you were right. Just like y'all want to get out there and say all kinds of, you know, other stuff.
He's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't. You know, we showed up. And if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts. We got Madam Williams.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up, because I'm ready to get on with it. That while we may not have the numbers just yet, that doesn't mean that we don't have fight left in our bodies. And so I am going to fight him every step of the way until we get what we deserve, because it was my ancestors that built this motherfucker. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done.
First of all, thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel, if you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
So lost. And here's Jasmine Crockett, who is, I thought, a big leader in the Democratic Party. Her quote is, "This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up because I'm ready to get on with it." On with what would be my first question. And also, this is the way this is like how a podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, "Oh, man, dude, this shit is whack. Fuck it. Just slap me. I'm fucking over it." I mean, come on, man.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need.
Listen, he up there, he's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't, you know.
But when she called me and said, "I think it's time for me to retire, and you're the one that I believe should take my seat," I really was kind of caught off guard. I didn't anticipate that. If anyone knows anything about the Congresswoman, they know.
We showed up, and if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts.
You know, the Congressional seat is over 4 times as large as my House seat. And I was just starting to get into the rhythm of doing constituent services and things like that.
We got Madam Williams, who just happens to have the honorary seat. It's not even honorary because she's holding it down, y'all. But the legend himself, John Lewis, that is the seat in which she currently serves. So she honored his legacy. This is the message that she wanted to send today.
Y'all don't know what white privilege looks like, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of something.
It's a huge responsibility. You know, the Congressional seat is over 4 times as large as my House seat.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down,
No, because this is what y'all do.
And I was just starting to get into the rhythm of doing constituent services.
They send them to Texas, they send them to Florida. Every deplorable state that we can think about, they usually coming out of y'all's think tank.
There was someone that talked to me and said, in fact, a former ambassador in the Clinton administration.
Please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down, because y'all talk noise and then
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
He said, "Jasmine, what you have to realize is that if you are really going to make change, it's not going to be in the Texas House." He said, "You did a great job playing defense, but you have a chance to play offense."
If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
I should just strike those words.
What you just said.
The management, so to speak, changes. It's not just always one party that has everything.
I did it first.
Voted to do
Y'all
it.
did it first, so you don't want to talk about it.
Voted to do it.
Order.
And he said, if you really want to make real change, you really need to consider it.
If I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
stand
talk
outside
shit
and take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Hey, is Jasmine Ratchet's act fake? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe she is fake.
See, this is what I don't like. It's one thing to advocate for your people, but it's another thing to pretend you are the people when your upbringing says otherwise. You ain't got to fake the funk, girl. Ain't nobody saying you gotta be hood to represent black folks, but why the cosplay? Like, girl, just be you. We'd respect it more if you said, hey, I grew up comfortable, but I care about my community. That's all you gotta say. Whew, I tell ya, these politicians think we can't Google. Jasmine, boo, just be you. We'd respect it more. All right, folks, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. See y'all in the next one.